Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last season's national champions, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. To get underway.
Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gain on that return. Ball handed off. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Breaks an open space. Who's in the clear? They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Makes the ground. It's Watkins. And the runner steps out of the balance, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the 1st.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback on the start of the 25. Back. It's Lacey. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The sure hands. It's Andrews. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Touchdown, Texas, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He gets loose. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And it's a direct snap. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Finding some room at the 25. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second and surveying the field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the handoff. No way to run up the middle. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Lacey. Deep shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they put 6 more on the board. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. And a short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the 2-point try.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
The defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. The 30. Inside the 20. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's one way to make an impact play out of really nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. He had his track shoes on that play.
They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Dropping back. It's Lacey. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Touchdown, Texas. We've got a shootout here.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Intercepted in the end zone. Muscles past the defender.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Gets the first and still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
The linebacker shifting around now. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. First down and still motoring. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, LSU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They get set now to try PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Downfield. It's Lacey. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Short connection to the tight end here. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Throws to the tight end. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
The offense was moving well, but two incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Caught quickly. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play fake, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Texas.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. A solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. He escapes the pocket. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Looking to throw. It's Lacey. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Texas. And that will give them the lead now. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
No problem. PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Watkins. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Testing the right side here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? This defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Back to pass. It's Lacey. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
Trying the run, it's Johnson. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Going up for the first down with a 37.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, but still trailed up. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. To throw, it's Lacey. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back to throw. It's Lacey. The pass is off target. He had hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Makes the tackle to wrap up the third period of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And as we reach the end of three, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with the first down of the 17.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tigers. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, it's play action. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback has over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Handoff heading left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
To the air, it's Lacey. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. On the ground, it's Johnson. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
The clock is stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
The Ncaa is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Watkins. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And here's the handoff. Crosses the 10-yard line. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Tough to shovel the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Play action here on first down. Now rolling out to his left. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
LSU.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Stop for no gain. Defense very stubborn here down near the goal line. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Cut into this lead now on third and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to wrap up the victory. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.